Here we are once again, my fellow Going Medieval fans, playing with 10 super settlers and their less skillful neighbors. I had a great time building a new prototype treehouse, even with all the headache it was giving me with the strange stability issues. I also had a few good laughs at my misclicks and mistakes, and included several of your own advice and suggestions, like different stockpile setups for good and bad quality weapons and armor, settler schedules and jobs. I got hit by hail and my crops took the brunt of the damage, but interestingly enough, resources which were left in the open and with no roof also lost a few hit points, something I must admit I never paid attention to before. I also managed to get around to crafting new clothes because some of my settlers were wearing armor instead of clothing which had broken down. Using updates 3 new options for visual editing of walls and roofs, I played around with different looks for my wooden pillars and created some possibly really ugly and anarchy-inspired wall sections. Now the first thing that I want to do is check out where I am when it comes to weapons, armor, clothing, the building of this new treehouse, then my seeds and plants that I need to get in a different position because these are all one next to each other and I'm afraid the blight might get all of them at once if I leave them like so next to each other. But I do have some things that I need to also check out. Now, the job section, as far as I can tell, I have 2 people doing research, one very high research, but no ability to learn very fast, the other one low skill, but the ability to research and learn that skill very fast. As for the others, at a glance, I think it looks okay. I have these guys down here, which are doing hauling most of the time, but also have some good mining and even some harvesting for plants. Up here, none of that, but there are some other things. Well, this person is mostly just a steward and hauling, but she does have animal husbandry, which I will use to get the honey production going. So I think everybody has enough jobs, and I think they're good at the ones that have been picked for them. As for the schedule, here is a really simple schedule. I know some of you say that you should always have some leisure time before each sleep cycle. Here I use only 3 hours of leisure time before the second sleep cycle. And so far, none of my villagers are exhausted, nor do I have a problem with them not having religious activities or having played at the tables. Now, this person does have -8, but as you can see, now it's 10 o'clock, and at 12 they will get to do that. And if I go along the other characters, you can see that there are only a few of them which have not managed to satisfy those needs, but not many, and they will have time for that right now. So I'm not going to change the schedule at all, but I will do so in my other Let's Plays because I'm not sure that they have such good schedules. For this one here, it's all working out nicely. Now another thing is that I have this home here which has 2 beds, and that will be fixed once the first treehouse is built, and then here I will move that one bed. Now trees look planted mostly, well, on this left side, not on the right, so that will take some time as well. And I probably don't have enough. Well, I just have 15 saplings here, and that might not be enough, so yeah, I'll probably add more of those. Now, as for the plants, I have turned on the don't sow option, because I want to move these plants to other fields. And when we take a look at my folks' armor, I think I have some problems here. Well, not just problems, I think I have an issue with the clothing on one of them. Redrick, I think, does not even have clothing, and I don't think I have anything in production right now, so this is something that has to be changed. So we'll get winter clothing up here with a priority, and the amount seems to be forever. No, this is odd. It should be set to an amount. Yeah, there we go. And I need like 2 at least, I think, because some of the other characters also have very low hit points on their good linen winter clothes, as you can see. So I'll get like 3 of these. And I just need to make sure that this is made out of linen cloth, which I have an abundance of. So that's gonna be okay. As for some other things, I seem to have some chairs here, which don't seem to have materialized for some reason. Not sure what's going on there, but we'll check. And up here I have a production of bows that I have finished, but I have dismantling for the other items, which are not good enough. Or do I? Let's edit this. So only if they are flimsy and nothing else. Okay, so this should be left here. Yeah, just flimsy. As for this, I had the production of gamsons, which I finished, and now I'm producing leather armor. As for this one, I don't really have much unlocked except the short sword, and I kind of have all the melee weapons that I need currently. so I will not be crafting those, although this one is using just a good bludgeon. Although, then again, it has good DPS, so I won't really change that. And looking at my items down here, I am going to use one of your suggestions. I'm going to write out the name who told me about this here on the screen right now. And this is a great suggestion and idea. And you can check out why. I think 2 of you actually suggested the same thing, so thank you very much for this. So, as I said, what is the main idea here? Well, you want to have 2 stockpiles which take the same type of items. Here I have one, and the second one that takes apparel and warfare. And from the material, I think it is just manufactured mechanical components, so that's fine. What you also want to do is to have both of them at something like high, not very high, but at least just high. And then go here into the quality control and use one to be like only superior and flawless. So that's these 2 last ones. Well, the other one is going to cover everything from flimsy to fine. And this makes sure that you always have the exact weaponry and armor that you don't want to use, that you want to actually destroy, flimsy up to fine, on one stockpile, and on the other one you have superior and flawless quality, so that when you look, you can be sure how many of each you have without actually having to mouse over each one of them to make sure what type and quality they are. Another thing that you can edit in these stockpiles is the hit points. For example, maybe you have some really high quality weapons and armor, but they have very low hit points. So to avoid having that problem, those high quality items but with low hit points on the stockpile, you reduce this. Let's say go with only if that item has 90 to 100% hit points, it can stay here, and then the rest of the items will not really have any spot to go. So if you were to do that and mess with the hit points, you have to allow the other one to have those items as well. So go from flimsy to flawless. So to go from flimsy to flawless, but then you have to reduce the hit points down to like 89% to make sure that it's not the same range. So at this point over here, you can get flimsy to flawless quality items, but if they are under 88% hit points, while over here you can have superior to flawless only with 89 to 100% hit points, and I could move this up to 90 so that it has no overlap. Well, it didn't actually because this was at 88, but it's okay. So let's go with 89 then. So just to make sure. So 89 hit points and below, and over here 90 hit points and above. Now, because I'm using the second type of a filter, and because I might as well allow my villagers to use lower quality weapons and armor until I am really highly equipped, I might as well do this and have this one go from flimsy to flawless but 90 to 100% hit points, and over here flimsy to flawless but from 0 to 89 hit points. And this is a really good trick and tip, and I want to thank both of my subscribers for writing this out in the comments of my previous videos. Now to continue, we have some other stuff to do, and I'm going to let the settlers actually start functioning. So over here, when it comes to the treehouse, they have gotten up to level 2, and they're just now adding more of these tiles that will lead to the next staircase eventually, and then I will see just how many of these pillars will take all of these edges, and then see what can I place here beyond just a bed. So I should have at least one bed here, one bed here. That's like a condo of 2 people living here, up here in the trees, and that will provide enough room. Oh, a hailstorm. So an icy volley heralded a fierce hailstorm. The settlers of Avla hillside could only shiver uneasily, hastening under cover as the stinging barrage intensified. Once the storm passed, they crept forth to see which crops and unsheltered resources had suffered. Unsheltered resources can suffer? Okay, that mean losing hit points? We should be seeing that then. Okay, so the hail starts, and then if I take, for example, a look at, I don't know, let's say an iron pile, and, well, it's at 300 hit points, so no damage so far. Let's see about seeds, 48. And let's say this stick pile, 83. So 83, 348. So far I don't see any damage, but we'll check back once this hailstorm passes. But what is definitely going to take damage is my yield here. These plants are definitely going to get damaged in the hail, and that might be really bad, especially because they were supposed to ripen soon. And this is like one of my last harvests because it's already summer day 8. And that is really bad, especially because I was supposed to get seeds out of these things. And I need a lot of seeds, as this is, as I said, the first time I'm playing this village. Well, it's not the first episode, but it's among the first episodes, and I didn't have any seeds because it wasn't played before on update 3. And these seeds are vital for my villagers to actually have future food on their tables. And I really hope this hail does not ruin too many of these plants. Let's check back on the resources, because I'm really weirded out by the fact. Okay, see, 47 out of 50, so this one did take 1 HP hit. And iron, did iron get any hits? Nope, that stayed at 300. And this is at 83, so 47, 83, and 300. This might have actually gone down because of the time, because there's only 7 days for 50 hit points. So I'm not sure that these resources really did get hit by hail and reduce their HP, at least not so far. Well, anyway, the settlers are currently sleeping, and I might as well use this opportunity to check, are they all having the positive mood modifiers from having entertainment fulfilled and having been to their churches. Yep, you can see that I think the only negative mood modifier is chilly over here on Roderick, because he doesn't have clothing. He just has armor, and that is obviously not enough. So really hope somebody will go over here and take care of this. So jobs and tailoring. Tailoring I only have 1, but he's highly trained, and that's Brent. So he's probably tailoring the leather armor. Yeah. So I'll reduce this down to 1. And once he crafts this leather armor, he'll go over here, craft us some winter clothes, and then I'll put back 3 leather armors or 2, and he'll do that. So let's see how high the quality turns out. If you didn't know this, I'm just going to pause for a moment. The villagers have a stat which is called, let's wait until I actually find it, inspiration. And you can see here, because he's merry, his mood is above this line, and that means he's well rested, joyful, and now becomes merry. His, where did it, oh, I have to go down again. His inspiration has gone up by 10%, so there is a chance that he will produce a higher quality item, not just 100%, but 110%. And he has produced good leather armor. What, mate? What in the... That's it? From 40 tailoring, you crafted a good leather armor. Ah, Brent, you have really disappointed me this time. I was expecting superior, if not flawless. Oh, okay. Go do some clothing. At least that is something that I really need, so Roderick does not freeze in his breeches. I think it's breeches only when... Well, he does have armor now, so he's not like totally naked as he was in the previous episode. Anyway, let's take a look at how they're progressing over here. I don't think they made any progress, actually. What is stopping you? Resource building cannot be reached? What? How do you mean this can't be reached? So clay brick 4. Let's try this again. And cannot be reached, but this can be reached? Okay. How does that function exactly? So who is supposed to be doing construction? Construction is 1 on Roderick, but we just saw him going really far. He went to get some wood because... Why? Wait a minute, Roderick, what in the world are you doing? Your hauling is 3, construction is 1. You went all the way there to get wood? Don't I have wood right here? What in the world? Just checking once more. Hail didn't really do much. Well, it may have reduced the hit points of this pile by a few points. So it did do some damage. Anyway, Roderick, what are you... Okay, seriously? I need you to tell me building is unstable because it's placed on stability. Yeah, because it does not have... What in the world is happening here? Why can this not be reached, but this was reached? Wait. So, how does that even compute? Okay, let me delete these things. So you were standing here probably when you were building this, or perhaps here, but why would you not be able to construct far from... Yes, but this is stable. And then if I go over to here, what in the blazes? I am mystified, I must admit. So, yeah, right, now I get it. The thing is, they have to build this one over here beneath this pillar first for it to actually give stability to this one, and this one to give stability to this one. But they cannot reach this one underneath because they have nowhere to stand on. Okay, I think I know how to fix this. We'll add this, then they will be able to stand on this while building these here, and then we'll move on. I think that was the problem. Although I'm kind of... Oh yeah, they were able to build this one because they were able to stand below it and build it. But because they can't stand below this one here because there's nothing here to stand, that's why they weren't unable to build this. Okay, I finally figured it out. So, Kema. Where is Kema? Getting resources. Yeah, she'll build this and then instantly this will become possible to build. There we go. Yeah, okay. So it just took a while to actually figure all that out. Now let me use some of the updates 3 option to make this stuff a little bit better. So let's see what can be used to change this. So like that on the edges. I like it already. And then for example, a little bit differently over here. And then we can do the same thing down here. And up here, well, it's already wood, so that's okay. And I think on the other corners, I can do the same kind of trickery with changing of these pillars. And that will make everything look a little bit different and also nice at the same time. So I'll continue with the changes. Nope, not actually the corner. Sorry about that. The one next to the corner is the one I want to kind of change. So like that, and this one like that, this one like that, and over here we can do the same thing. Change the corners just to make them look a little bit different. And that will give the whole structure a different look. And I think that's about all of them. Yeah, see, it's already looking a little bit different with all of the edges. And I could also, to make the tops and the upper levels look differently, change them like this. And I am going to try and do something that one of you has told me to actually, this is another one of your suggestions, and I thank you very much. Your name will be up here. I'm holding shift and clicking on multiple of these, and then I'm just going to click over here and switch all of them at the same time. Awesome. That's just great. So easy to change when you have several of them taken at the same time. And I can do the same on this side. If I do, oh, the tree is in the way. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit problematic. Let's try it like this, and then over here, select all of these. I think I missed one. There it is, and then click here. What? Oh, oh, right. So this is horizontal and this is vertical, right? But I made this one use a totally different design, and I can again use a different design over here if I select several one of them. There we go. So it's really giving it a different look, and it's not going to look so like vertical on all the edges. It's going to be much more different now. I really like having something like not really organized, more like an anarchy in its design, and it's going to make it look rather different than all my other builds. And I'm probably going to do the same on the houses, but since this would take like 15 minutes, I'm not going to do that while recording. In any event, let's see what's going on over here. I think I'm going to have some seeds now because they seem to have, yeah, going to seed, and this was probably a ripe or something. I hope this wasn't just destroyed. It's possible these were actually destroyed by the hail. Yeah, I think these were destroyed by the hail. Yeah, so you can definitely see I had some losses to report after the hailstorm. Really unfortunate. And do I have those? I should have those shelves down here for seeds. I think I built them over here. Yeah, these are for seeds, so I will have plenty of room for that once the seeds are possible to be taken. And I hope my villager managed to make... Nope, he is just about to finish. Brent here is just about to finish this first clothing section, this first winter clothes, and let's see what quality he manages to make. Ah, superior. Well done. So Roderick is already auto-equipping. There we go. That was fast. Okay, Roderick, you can take that armor off. Let's go to match. So no armor, and I'll probably have to drop it because I forced him to do it manually. I didn't let the settings do it for him. And that ended up in here. Okay, I really hope somebody is going to be able to pick this up, because now it's stuck in the middle of the staircase. Is anybody going to be able to pick this up? Oh, Sangrevi. We are waiting for Sangrevi. Oh, okay. She was able to pick that up. That was hilarious. I didn't even know that could happen. Let's see how they're moving forward with this. So they've reached this level, and I once again need to do the same trick over here with the wooden beam so that they can actually get up there. Oh, and since this needs to be removed, I first need the flooring, and then I'll be able to remove the extra pillar that was just needed for construction. So let's leave them doing that. Ew, they have almost finished all the trees. This is excellent. Now, when these trees grow up, well, the trees don't grow up, they just grow. So they'll grow, and up to here, I think, if I'm looking at it from this perspective, yeah, about. So they won't grow up to actually the last floor, they'll grow up to here, which means the next treehouse could be one floor shorter, and it will look more like a treehouse. This one looks like a building that's just hiding behind trees with these many levels. So I actually gave it a level too far. I could actually just stop right now and delete this one. Nah, I'm gonna leave it. It's just the prototype, like version 2. Oh no, not 2. Like 0.7, and the next one at 1.0 should be the best treehouse. Or I will probably use some comments after you have watched this one, or I will probably use some of your ideas after you have watched this episode, and then I'll probably have an even better idea how to make this with your suggestions. And that is why I always like to see your suggestions in my comment section. Now I see that they are using this path over here to leave the ashes, and I might as well give them a way to move faster to it. Oops, I just gave them a little bit too many. Is it L? Yeah, to remove this. Am I playing on higher speed, or is... Oh no, she's just that fast on the road. Yeah. I thought I was playing on higher speed. Look at her zoom. Awesome. That's why these roads on these tiles are really cool, because they really boost their speed. And I see some actually plants here, useful herbs, so pick that up. And yeah, some of these as well. I think this can be picked up, and yeah, I think I saw some mushrooms, and nope. They seem to have gone out of existence. Okay, never mind then. I could have sworn there were some mushrooms there. And I think this one is possible to be harvested as well. Okay, so that's it. Settlers are idle. Who is idle? The settler whose name I won't even try to pronounce is idle. So, jobs. Why are you not constructing? You cannot Why? This should be interesting. And you can also mine and cut plants. Okay, we'll give you something to mine soon. But why is this not buildable? Oh, that was unfortunate. I seem to have a stability issue that my brain is just not registering. Okay. So going up, and they will need a pillar here. And then again over here. Yeah, that is not really working out as it should. I'm definitely having an issue here, which I did not anticipate. So let's go back to building this. This is really unfortunate. I just crashed a lot of resources, which I did not have to crash. And I seem to have to actually make a pillar go underneath here. And this was not expected, but apparently has to be done. Yeah, I think the fact that these are too far away from each other, like there's stability 4, then stability 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And in that being one stability, something is getting messed up. I will probably have to analyze this again. And I'm going to give you a few more camera shots if you can spot the problem, because I seem to have a really big issue trying to spot this problem myself. Yeah, so this is 4 as well, because it's coming down from here. And this has 4, but these seem to be the problem, these over here. Even though they should be at 3, once they lose the support, they all go down. Really strange behavior. I'm totally stunned as to why that keeps on happening. Yeah, this apparently can be connected on that side, but not on this side. Because it has this one to share the support, and then it doesn't have it here because of the staircase. Okay, that part I understand. But what is actually going on that I need to add this pillar? That part I hope some of you have figured out, because I'm not seeing it. In any event, let's see where we are with the rest of the stuff. Over here we have a new winter cloth to be done. Over here, oh, all the leather armor is finished. Let's check out down here. What do we have? We have the good, and that's about it. Where's the rest of it? Let me see. No, it should not be in any house. And they should not be wearing it. I think I actually, yeah, I reduced it to 0 so that I would actually be able to make this clothing. Right, so that was me actually. My bad. In any event, they don't seem to be doing the hauling that efficiently. I still have some resources left over here, but okay, they're probably doing something else. I seem to have run out of iron nuggets, so I should go back to my mine over here and dig up some more. Nope, not that. And let's say these 3 over here. Okay, and going back over here, I wanted to add something else here, I think. More shelves, if necessary. Let's just check out how many of these are filled. Okay, I need to remove the roof. Let's see. We have these 2 which are empty. Can I actually have another wall shelf here? This should be interesting. Can it even fit here? Oh, no. Blocked. Blocked by a wall bookshelf? How is it? Oh, there's one behind here. Oh, I barely saw it. Yeah, I see. I have 3 behind the table. Okay, so that's plenty. That's plenty of space. I won't need any more bookshelves in this room for a while. So that's okay. And I need to check on the doorways. I usually like to keep them open so that my villagers have a fast in and out from these rooms, and I think on the few of these doors I have actually forgotten to set that up, so I'll do that right now. Okay, so how much food and ale do I have here? I have only 17 ale and lots of rough wine, so that's okay, although it's not high quality. And I have about 181 stews, 225 lavish meals, 69 packaged meals, and plenty of barley for future generation of ale. So that's great. And I think I have lots of stuff to make future food out of. So yeah, I'll definitely be going to seed on all of these and having plenty of seeds once that actually reaches maturity and can be harvested. Oh, this is excellent. So this is finished. And we can start placing the wooden walls here. I'm going to start by just using the edges, because as we saw when I was building my second level, if they're on edge to each other, they can actually constitute a room after you have connected all the edges. As you can see over here in my library, even though you can see the sun coming in from here, from these edges, and outside you can see that they're just on edge connected, and actually even see the wall bookshelves. Here, it's actually constituting a room. So, and you can see that the library here, production speed. So it's definitely a room. So it's good that you can actually do that, because then that leaves me more space on the inside of this treehouse. So I'm going to use, as I said, just these pillars on the edges, and they will create a room. And this will actually leave a lot of space in here, I must admit. I did not expect that, but it looks awesome. I think this might just be a little bit of an issue, because I'll probably have to add one more here. Now, will it create a room on this edge with the doorway? Now, that's gonna be a tricky issue. But we'll wait for them to actually build this and we'll find out. Now, how do we make a roof for a building like this? Because this is something I've never built before. Let's try and find out. Okay, so which roof do I use? Well, I think the wicker roof will match a treehouse the best, so I'll go with that. And I can use like the edge kind, so let's go like this. You go from here to here, you go from here to here, and each one will definitely have different length because it is connecting to different pillars. So this one from here, This one will basically be just one. And then this one here, and this one here. So I think that's all of them. Now, is this going to be a room? Well, let's find out. Wait, what just happened? Why are this... Am I out of sticks? No, I'm not out of sticks. So why are these... Wait, what? Did I choose the... Oh, okay. I'll fix this right back and get back to you. I'm not even gonna comment what I did. Okay, and coming back. So we are going to pretend I did not just do that. So as I was saying, I need to add a roof here, and I am just going to use this kind of a design and the one roof made out of sticks, and I have definitely not clicked anything that was not sticks last time. I mean, what last time? I'm just clicking here, making roofs. I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, this roof looks great, even though it's kind of rough on all the edges. And let's just see if it's going to constitute a room once it's added up here. Let's speed this up and find out. So they should do this really quickly. I have plenty of them doing construction jobs, and that sees a spare room. Awesome. So you can do a doorway on the edge with a pillar and you'll still get a room. So I just need a bed now, and this is going to be a full room. And I actually have plenty of room for other stuff here as well. Let's just see where to put the bed so it doesn't occupy too much space, like this. Awesome, there's a lot of room in here actually. So I'll have two rather big rooms here. I'm really happy how this turned out. This Treehouse prototype 0.6 version is working out great. It might even reach 0.8. So with that done, I am going to say that I have created something really new. Oh, it looks bad. I just need that roof to go up. I'm sorry. Let's go back to my outro. As I was saying, it is looking really different and cool. And I want to thank you for watching and see you in the next episodes.